Oh, water bottle stays in the room, Juliet. We can't have water in the hardwood.
It's just automatic for me.
Yeah, no, I understand. That's okay.
I'm sorry I'm late.
That's all right. You're not the only one.
My friend Jennifer, but she had a rough night and she's babysitting her grandchild.
So she's not coming?
No, I was waiting for her to
Oh,
call
okay.
me. So does,
Oh, so she's
I'll
here.
let you know if she's coming. Yeah. So
Okay.
anyways.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah. I'm sorry you don't know?
She sent a text to me, so.
Okay. No worries. She comes, she comes. If she doesn't, she doesn't.
How are you?
I'm well. And how are you?
Yeah, holy, what's that coughing? I'm right there.
Good. You were just recovering last week, right? So we have one more for sure. She's here. Your name?
Valerie.
Valerie with an O?
Yeah.
Okay. Say again?
You can just call me Val.
Okay. Well, on your name tag, I'll write Valerie.
Oh.
Unless you prefer Val.
Either I'm good.
Okay. I'm going to make a little sign that points to the doorbell today, just in case somebody comes when we're teaching. go. Oh, smart enough. Juliet, you need a name tag. Otherwise, you won't know your name. You might. I even spelled it right this time. Okay, everybody, we're going to move down to that court down there, just so we're a little closer to the camera. We're going to get started. Keep an ear out for the doorbell. I'm quite deaf, and sometimes I don't hear the doorbell. It'll sound like a buzzing sound. I do have a sign up that says doorbell. Hopefully people see that sign. You guys can keep warming up on that court. I just got to move a curtain, and then we'll get started. Final check. Nobody here. Awesome. Okay, come on in. You guys have already gone through the beginner skills, so you know how to hit the ball. We're not going to spend any time on that today at all. We're going to jump right into the rules. I'm going to try and get through all of the significant rules in the first hour. No, I was looking at the clock. All the significant rules in the first hour, and then I'm shooting for us to have 2 games in the last half hour where we actually apply. The first half hour, I just want to talk about what a rally is and who's winning and when the serve changes and all that. I don't want to introduce scorekeeping until the second half hour because it's just too much for you to think about. And like I say, in that final half hour, then we'll try and play a game. Now we're a little bit short on time because we're late getting started because of the bad weather. So we're gonna have to boogie. I'm gonna keep the water breaks very, very short today. If you need to get a sip of water, just say, Coach, I got to go get a drink, and you can pop out, grab a sip at the fountain or out of your bottle, and then come on back in. Does that make sense? Okay, let's talk about the playing area. Outside green lines all the way around the court. So think of the lines and the surface as kind of like a tabletop. If you're outside of this green line, you would fall off the table. The green line is on the table. So if the ball lands anywhere on the table, it's in. If it was going to fall off the table, it would be out. Any questions about that? Okay. We do have a center line. The center line applies only to the serve. After the serve, the center line disappears. Right? So the ball has to cross the center line during the serve. We're serving diagonally from one court to another. We went over that last week, so this shouldn't be news to you. We also have this line here, which we call the no volley zone line or the kitchen line. It exists. It does exist during the game. It doesn't disappear. On the serve, our serve needs to completely cross this line. If it lands on the line or touches any part of the line, it's out. The serve would be a fault, right? If it lands in this zone, it would also be a fault. Okay. The other way this line comes into play is on a volley. Now, do you remember a ground stroke is a ball that hits the ground before I hit it? So that's a ground stroke. A volley is a ball that I hit out of the air, right? So I cannot. Oh, did I say the green line? I meant the blue line. All the lines are in except this one on the serve. I meant blue. I said green. I meant blue. Meant blue.
Okay, gotcha.
Sorry? Yeah, blue and in is the kitchen, right?
Okay.
So now a ground stroke is a ball that hits the ground first. A volley is a ball that we hit out of the air. I can hit a ball that bounces in the kitchen, right? I can step into the kitchen and I can hit a ball that bounces on the ground. Those are ground strokes. Those are fine. What I cannot do is volley in the kitchen.
You can't run up to the net.
Exactly. You can't goaltend.
You can do it from here.
Yep. Exactly. Okay. So you can stand in here anytime you want. You can be in here anytime you want. You just cannot hit a ball out of the air while you're in the kitchen. And then the other little twist on this rule is if I hit something out of the air and then my forward momentum carries me into the kitchen, that's also going to be a fault.
Oh.
Right? So now I can hit something on the ground and continue into the kitchen. That's not a problem. Right? But I can't hit a volley and then have my forward momentum carry me into the kitchen. Yep. Same. Another thing that happens on lobs, sometimes somebody hits the ball over your head. People will step into the kitchen and then go back and hit the ball out of the air. That would also be a fault because your foot would have to plant completely before you'd be considered out of the kitchen. Okay? Yeah, you don't want to be hitting balls out of the air when you're when you're on or around the kitchen line. Give yourself a little bit of space. Okay? You're gonna make.
You're not really up this far.
Well, no, you are on ground strokes when you're dinking. Yeah. You are going to spend a lot of time in here, especially at higher levels. Just you'll get used to not hitting balls out of the air. I don't want anybody to get freaked out by the kitchen. As beginners, you're going to make lots of kitchen mistakes. It's all part of the learning process. Once you reach the intermediate level, you'll be making them a lot less often. But I coach advanced players, and they make kitchen faults too. So it happens. Exactly. It's just part of it. It's just part of the game. So don't beat up on yourself if you don't get the kitchen down to a science today. Okay? All right. So a rally starts with a serve, and it goes until somebody either hits the ball out of bounds or hits the ball into the net, fails to cross the net, or somebody makes a fault, like a kitchen fault, right? If you win the rally and you're serving, you get a point. If you win the rally and you're not serving, you're forcing the other side to lose a serve. Does that make sense? Okay. So it could be, depending on which volleyball scoring system you're playing, right? There's different scoring systems. I don't want to get too lost into that. We're going to get into that part later. The last thing that we ended on on our last day was serving. Do you guys remember that? Yeah. Okay. So I want to pick up from where we left off. I just want to do some serves. I want to make sure that we understand that the serve needs to move across the center line and it needs to fully land inside the kitchen. So I want to do some serving. Then we're going to move on to playing some points and doing some rallying. And we'll learn how to change serves and do those kinds of things. All right? We'll start with Juliet. Juliet, you're going to serve. Okay, you're going to be here, Valerie. I'll take that ball. Awesome.
Only the person serving can get the point.
Correct. You can only get points when you're serving. Yeah, exactly.
We beat them on their serve. That's what comes to us.
Or it changes from first serve to second serve. Okay, so we'll get to all that. Okay, so right now, Juliet, I just want you to serve diagonally till it crosses the blue line, and Valerie's going to catch it. Okay. That would be a legal serve because it crossed the center line and it crossed the blue line. Okay, go ahead and serve back to her from outside. No, so you, good. Come on up. What was your question? Your serve was good. It was a good legal serve.
Went off.
Crossed the center line, right? It crossed the center line and it crossed the blue line. Okay, now Valerie's asking about the serve. Come in so you can hear. Valerie's asking about the serve. So you cannot make contact with the ball while your body is touching any part of the playing surface. So if any part of your body is touching the playing surface at the moment of contact, that would be a service fault. Okay? That's a good question. If you hit the net, play continues. As long as the ball hits the net and lands in a legal zone, it's fine. If it hits the net and lands in the kitchen, it wouldn't. It would be a fault. Okay? And that was not deep enough, and it didn't cross the center line. So that would be a service fault. Okay, now we're going to have, sorry, I can't remember. Darcy, that's right. Darcy's going to serve to Lee. Awesome, Lee. Okay. And that would be out because it didn't cross the center line. Okay, Lee, your turn. What about that one? Is that good? Correct, it was good. Okay, try again, Juliet. In. So that's good. Well done. Go ahead, your serve, Valerie. And not quite. So that would be out. Okay? All right, let's let Darcy serve. In. Good serve. Lee. Awesome. Okay, so that would be a good serve. So do we understand what a good serve is? Okay, let's try and play a rally now. So Juliet's going to serve to Valerie, and we're going to play a rally. So if the serve is in, I want you to return, and I want you guys to try and play out the point. Okay? Serve is in. Good job. So Darcy wasn't able to return that. So you guys win the rally. So Juliet would lose her serve, and the serve would go to Darcy. Yep. So now they've lost their first serve. Now Darcy's going to serve.
So when they lose their serve, does it come to us?
It will once your second server loses their serve. They get 2 opportunities to serve. Okay? Okay, there we go. In, play it out. Good job. Okay, so who won that rally? They did. So they would get a point here. We're not going to count points yet, but they would get a point. Because Darcy won the rally, she gets to serve again, but her and Juliet have to change places. Okay? All right, so server number 2 is going to serve again. Okay? In. Good job. So that's a point for you. That would be a point for you. So you won the rally. What's your reward? You get to serve again, but what do you have to do? Switch sides again. No, not when you're receiving. You would have 2. We're not counting points yet, but you would have 2. Out. So that landed on the blue line. We would call that out. All right, so hang on. So Juliet had her serve. Darcy was the second server. She had her serve. They've now lost a rally because her serve was out. So we have what's called a side out coming over here. Okay, so Valerie is our first server. Go ahead. Out. Okay, so Valerie loses her serve. Now it goes second serve. So it goes to Lee. So Lee is going to try to serve. In, play it out. Okay, so Lee won that serve. So what's his reward? He gets to serve again. Well, he would get a point, for sure. And he gets to serve again, but he has to switch with you first. Okay? Good. So you got another point. Awesome. Okay. Pause for a second. Pause. Is Lee our first server or our second server? All right, so he's still our second server. That's true. Out. Okay. Yeah, no, that would be another point. Exactly. It was in. It was in. That'll be another point for Lee. Good serve. Play it out. Yep. Good. Okay, so everybody come on in. That's good. Everybody understands that process. So each team is going to get two opportunities to serve. After their second server loses their serve, the ball's going to change side. We call that a side out. Then we have first server on the other side, and they're going to serve until they lose a rally. And once they lose the rally, it goes to second server. Second server will then start serving. They will serve until they lose a rally. Then we have a side out. Ball comes back here. Whoever's on the right becomes server number one. Now, when the ball crosses the net on a side out, when it goes from one team to the other, one player or the other could be standing in the right court. Whoever's in the right court is going to be the first server. Right? So you are not going to be the first server all game, because it really depends on what your score is, doesn't it? Because sometimes you're going to be on the right, sometimes you're going to be on the left. Right? Exactly. So if Juliet starts the game at 0-0, serving on the right court, and she gets a point, she's going to come over to the left side. So if she gets another point, she'll go back to the right side. So we know if Juliet started the game on the right side, she's always going to be on the right side when your team's score is even. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Right? And you're always going to be on the left side. Right? You'll be on the right side when your score is odd. Right? So we can keep track of who the server is, who's supposed to be serving or who's supposed to be standing where. We can figure that out by the score. The score helps us know that. Right? What we do have to remember is who the first server to start the game was. Right? That's important. I'm going to give you a wristband to help you remember that. Okay? And we'll get into that part in the second half hour. Okay. So let's rotate one position. We're going to use Lee as our anchor, and everybody's going to rotate around Lee. So Lee's in this court, so you're going to come over here, Darcy. You're going to slide over here. Valerie's going to serve. All right, so I'm going to introduce something new, something I haven't told you yet. To start every rally, there has to be 2 bounces. So it's going to go serve, bounce, return, bounce, and then and only then can you volley. So we're going to play some points, and we're going to call out serve, bounce, return, bounce as this happens. Ready? So, serve, bounce, return, bounce, and a bounce twice. So you guys would win the rally. So what happens, Valerie? Second serve. No? Did you win your rally? That's right. So second serve. Juliet, you don't change sides. You didn't win, so you don't get to change sides. Okay? Serve, bounce, return. Oh, it didn't make it. Okay. So what would happen? Did you win the rally? Right. So you would get a point. What's your reward? What is your reward for winning your rally? Exactly. Serve again and change sides. Okay. Serve, bounce. Oh, you got another point. What's your reward? No, it landed in. Oh, I'm sorry. It was on the wrong side. I'm sorry. It was on the wrong side of the line. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. You're right. You're correct. All right. Okay. So you were the second server. You lost. So that's side out. This is the symbol for side out. Whenever we do this, side out. It gets really noisy in here, especially if there's 12 players playing. So to communicate to the other side what a side out is, we do this. Okay? All right. So first serve. Go ahead. That's a fault. So it hit the net, it landed in the kitchen, so that's a fault. So, second serve. This is our symbol for second serve. Everybody look at me. Second serve. Second serve, okay? Not deep enough. Okay, so that's a side out. All right, so what happens in side out? Goes over there. Yep. There we go. Juliet, you're going to serve. So, first serve. Yep. First. Your serve? It landed in the kitchen. Yeah, it wasn't deep enough. In. Bounce. Good, good. Okay. So you lost the rally. Oh, what happens? You were first server. So now it's second serve. Don't change sides. Don't change sides. You only change sides when you win. Okay? Nice try. You got a point. There you go. You can call it that. Bounce, return, bounce, play it out. Oh, okay. So what happened there? Side out. What does side out mean? But what does side out mean? That's right. Yep, you got it. All right, so first server. All right, so point. Yep. No, good question. Come on in. Come on in. Remember, it's your serve. We're on second serve. Or we're still on first serve, right? Okay. So she asked if the ball lands on Valerie's side of the court, is only Valerie allowed to take it? On the serve, yes. But after the serve, either player can take it. Okay. Okay, so we're still on first serve. Still on first serve. Sorry? Well, you got a point. Oh, you would call the score before you serve. But we're not going to, we're going to get in that in the second half hour. Okay. Okay, that would be another point for you. There we go. All right. Okay, so come in for a second. I got to give you a little bit of advice. Yeah. You don't want to be standing in the court when somebody's serving to you because you don't want to be backing up when you hit the ball. You want to be back so that if they hit the ball to you, you can move forward to hit the ball. So good practice is to stand, if somebody's serving to you, to stand outside of the baseline. Now this is a custom. It's recommended, but not a rule. So if Lee is serving to Juliet, Valerie is going to stay up here because we're going to serve bounce, return bounce. So Valerie's not involved in the play yet, so she can hit the ball out of the air, right? So the receiver's partner is going to be up. We're going to start doing that from this point forward. So go ahead and back up. Your partner's serving, so you're going to stay back with him because you guys have to let the ball bounce, right? You're going to back up because you're receiving the serve, but you're the serve receiver. You're the receiver's partner, so you're going to start up. You don't want to be in the kitchen.
No.
You want to be about one step back of the kitchen. So right about there. There we go. All right, so let's serve again. Good, good. There you go. Awesome. Okay, so he lost his serve, so now we have second server. All right, you're receiving serve. You're going to back up. You're the receiver's partner. You're going to be forward. No, you want to stay back because the ball's going to go serve bounce. You have to let it bounce on the return, so stay back and then move forward. Okay? Serve, good. Oh, nice shot. Well done. So that's a point. What's your reward? Good. Oh, nice try. We had our first volley. That was awesome. Okay, another point for Darcy. Okay, you're the receiver's partner, so you're going to be up. Good. All right. Okay. This is not a championship game. We're just learning. All right, so you're the receiver's partner. You want to be up? Short. So that was a service fault. It wasn't deep enough. So that's side out. Yep, exactly. All right, pause. Pause. You're the receiver's partner. Yep. It's okay. Short. Okay, so second serve. Good, that's in. Out. Nice try. All right. All right, so you lost your serve, so what happens? Side out, first serve. All right, so he's serving to Juliet. You're going to be forward. A little more forward. There we go. Awesome. You're going to be back with your partner. In. No, you should have just got it out of the air there. You'll get it. Don't worry. We're not learning that today. We're just learning the rules. So Juliet's going to be up. There we go. Nice try. Okay, come to our first water break. We're going to take a quick water break, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to start adding some words to what you're doing. Everybody's got the basic concept now? You're welcome. I got to get my wristbands. Your team needs to pick a wristband.
Okay.
I'm actually going to break you guys up. I'm going to put you with Valerie and Juliet and Darcy together. Okay? Who's got the wristband? So Darcy and Valerie, or Darcy and Juliet. Valerie and, okay, so awesome. All right, so let's go back in the room. We have new teams. All right, so our starting servers are going to be the people wearing the wristbands. Okay, and you're going to start with the wristband on your right wrist. Yeah, I do. Okay, I want you to note that the starting servers are on the right, and the score is 0-0, so it's odd. Okay? Yeah, new game. In. Zed. You guys won. It was in. So it's your serve, because you won. You won. It was in. Oh, yeah, you're right. Your serve. It's your serve. It was in, but you guys didn't return it. So you guys lost the rally because you guys didn't return it. Okay? Yeah. She loses the serve. Exactly. Sorry, I got confused. Good serve. Yeah, there you go. So you win that point. What's your reward? Yeah, exactly. Okay, before you serve, I want you to say first serve, or second serve. Second server. Second server. Just say second server. Yeah. In. Oh, no, bounce twice. Okay, pause. When you're there you go. Say second server before you serve. Yeah. Every time you serve, while you're the second server, I want you to say second server. There you go. Out. Yes, yeah, we'll get to that. Yeah, we'll get to that. Oh, stop, stop. You forgot to say second server. I want you to say second server. Okay. Nice. Out. Point. Whoa. I saw that. I've been using that tripod for 3 years in here. That's the first time anybody's ever stumbled into it. Did it hit your hand? Ouch. I don't know. We're not counting the points yet, but you got a bunch. First server. Good. It was a point. I mean, you won the rally. So, second serve. Out. Yep, exactly. So it's out. This is side out. This is side out. This is out. This is not out. This is out. This is in. I screwed up on my hand signals there. I'm having a rough morning. First, no. No, it's side out. You've already served. Yep. Yep. You're the first server. So what do you say? Yep. Yep. Good shot. So what happens? Second serve. No? Yep. Exactly. You only change sides if you win. You didn't win. It was out. No. Hang on. It was in. She just didn't hit it.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You lost the point. Yeah. You lost the point. Because it landed in and you guys weren't able to return it.
Yeah.
So you lost the point. So you lose the serve. So now it's second serve. Yep. I'm going to call that out. Out. It was out. It was out. It was past the line. I agree. Exactly. And good job. You got another point. Good. Okay, pause for a second. Come in, stay on your side though. Come in and stay on your side. What do we know about this team's score? Is it odd or even?
It's odd.
How do you know?
She's first server, she's in the right.
Correct. So the starting server is on the left side, right? What about this team? She's the starting server. She's on the left, so their score is odd. Right? Where's your starting server? Yeah, exactly. You're on the left, so your score is, yeah. We don't know what the number is right now, but we do know that it's odd. Okay, good. Okay, continue playing. Still second server. Out. Side out. First server. Awesome, we had volleys there. And did that land in? It was in? Okay, so you got a point then. Out! In! Okay, second server just lost their rally, so what happens? Side out. Awesome. Okay, we're going to stop. We're into our last, we've got 12 minutes left until we start playing games. So I'm going to teach you how to keep score now. You've got all the concepts now. So we're going to start a brand new game. Juliet's going to serve. Okay, something I haven't told you yet. Come in for a second. So you guys need to be, your starting server needs to be on this side. Starting server needs to be on that side. Oh, sorry, it's going to be Darcy that serves because she's the starting server. Okay, something I haven't told you yet. The starting team only gets one opportunity to serve to start the game. Only one player gets to serve. So we're not going to have a second. The starting team doesn't get a second server. So we're going to start the game at 0-0. Start. Exactly. Well, one person gets to serve. And if you get points, you keep switching sides. But as soon as you lose your serve, we have a side out. Okay. It's only for the start of the game. So when we call the score, we always call the serving team score first, the receiving team score second, and then the server number. Right? So normally it would be 0-0-1, indicating first server. But we don't do that because it just gets confusing at the start of the game. So we say 0-0 start. Okay? So we're going to start. We're going to start keeping score now. Score is 0-0 start. You call it first, yep. Okay, so you got a point. Yep, keep going. Good. And the score now is 1-0 start. Out. So we have a side out. And the score is? No, you guys have 0. 1 start. Sorry, 0-1-1. First server, exactly. Out. So you got a point. Out is just point out. Yeah. You got a point now. So what's your score?
1.
What's their score?
1.
And what server number are you? 1. 1-1-1. Out. Second serve. Correct. All right, so what happens now? Side out. What's your score? Yeah, your score is 1. Is your starting server standing in the correct place? No? No? Your score is odd right now. Is your starting server standing in the correct place? Side out. Your team now gets to serve. What is your team's score? 1. Is your starting server standing in the correct place? Yes, she is. She started the game. Exactly. Yeah, so she is standing in the correct place. Okay. We just want to check that before we serve. Want to make sure that we're both standing in the correct place. It's your serve now. Yeah. But she started the game. Remember the wristband? She started the game on that side. So we just want to make sure that you're both standing on the correct side. Okay? So your score is? What's their score? And you are server number? 1.
You're the first server starting the new round.
Yeah. The ball came over to this side of the court, right? The ball just came over to this side of the court. The person on the right is server number 1.
Okay.
So sometimes when the ball comes to this side, you might be standing here, and you'll be server number 1. Sometimes when the ball comes to this side, you'll be on this side, and you'll be server number 2.
Okay.
Right? She started the game,
Yes.
but now you're server number 1.
Yeah. So 1-1.
Exactly. 1-1-1. Oh, were you supposed to hit that out of the air? What do you have to let it do? Serve bounce, return bounce. Okay? Everything. Serve bounce, return bounce, every single time. In a real game. Yep. 1-1-2, correct. Out. Yep. Yeah, you can still get it if your she didn't touch it, so it would have been fine for you to hit it. Just not on the serve. Yep.
1-1-1.
Yep. All right, second serve. So what's the score then, Valerie?
1-1.
Correct. So when your partner's receiving, where do you stand? Yeah. Out. It didn't land. It didn't go far enough. So that's a side out. How many points does your team have? Or is your starting server standing in the correct place? Yes. Okay. So go ahead and call the score. Correct. All right, so what happens? Second serve. What's the score? Correct. Out. Side out. How many points does your team have? Is your one? And is your starting server standing in the correct place? Correct. But you're server number one. There's a difference between starting server and server number one. Okay, so what's the score? 1-1-1. Exactly. All right. We're no longer 1-1-1. Point. What's the score? Correct. Uh-oh. Somebody was standing inside the court on the serve. All right, so that's a point. Now what's the score? 3-1-1. Correct. Nice try. Point. What's the score? 4-1-1. Fault. Didn't pass the blue line, so it's a fault. So second serve. Doesn't matter. It was out the second it hit the ground. Yep. All right, so what's the score? 4-1-2. Correct. Out. Point. 5-1-1. 2. 5-1-2. There we go. All right. Side out. Yeah. No, you were server number 2. Side out. What happens at side out? That's okay. Yeah. Okay. So how many points does your team have? Is the starting server standing in the correct place? Yes. Okay. So what's the score? 1-5-1. There you go. Yeah. She was the game starting server, but when at side out, she might not always be the starting server. Yeah. I understand. A lot of people get confused about that. That's why I'm trying to be clear about it. And all right. So that's a loss of serve. So server number 2, second serve. So 1-5-2. Correct. Point. What's the score? 2-5-2. Out. That was out, right? It was out, yeah. It was out. It's out the second it hit the ground. Yeah. You guys lost the rally, so that's a side out. Yep. All right, so the standard question is, how many points does your team have? Is that odd or even? It's odd. Is your starting server standing in the correct place? Is your starting server standing in the correct place? Is your starting server standing in the correct place? Yes. How do you know? Yeah. And where is the starting server standing? I should be there. No? You're in the correct place. I'm just asking you how we know that. When your score is odd, the starting server is going to be on the left side. Yeah. No, he's the.
Well, now it's the first. I'm only the first. The first round.
The games. When she asks me a question, I'll answer it. Okay. I appreciate the input, but I need to do the teaching. Okay. So at the start of the game, when your score was even, when your team score was even, you were on the right. But now your score is odd. 5 is an odd score, so you should be on the left. Okay? Hopefully. It's okay. All right, go ahead, Lee. What's the score? 5-2-1. Nice serve. All right, what's the score, Lee?
6-2-1.
Correct. Out. Point. What's the score, Lee?
7-2-1.
Correct. Out. Oh, no. It was in. Keep going. Keep going. Another point. Another point. What's the score, Lee?
It's 8-2-1.
Yeah. Change side. $11. Yep. All right. Nice try. Another point.
I think I was paying attention, but not thinking about moving up there.
Okay. What's going on now?
Well, I mean, I'm trying to dash out, but I probably shouldn't move over.
Okay. 9-2-1. Oh, nice. Oh, we got a rally. What's this? This is exact. Okay, everybody come in for a second. This is. I knew this would happen eventually. So what's your team score?
8-2-1.
10. It's now 10.
Did we get a point there? We don't get a point.
Oh, I'm sorry, side out. Okay, so 9. Okay, so if you're 9, what side does the starting server stand on?
Over here.
That's right. So then you're on the right side. That's side out. This is why this starting server wristband is important. They just got all mixed up in a rally. They got twisted around. And they're going, which side am I supposed to be on? We can figure that out by knowing.
Your ball.
No. You served. You were serving, right? Yeah. Yeah. He was 1. Yep. You were 1, weren't you, Lee?
Yeah.
It gets a little confusing when people get confused. Yeah, what's the score? Are you?
9-2-2.
There we go. Oh, might have let that one go. Okay, another point. What's the score now?
10-2-1.
Why are you 1? You were just 2 a second ago. You were just 2 a second ago. No. So what's the score? Yeah, what's the score? Correct. Out! All right, so that's game. First team to 11 wins the game, so you guys won the game.
Is it go to 10?
So normally in pickleball, when we come up to the net, we say, good game, good game. We try not to touch hands. It helps prevent the spread of COVID and flu and stuff. All right. So you played your first game, keeping score. It was a little rough, right? We're trying to remember the score. We're trying to figure out where we're supposed to stand. We're trying to remember all the rules.
That's good.
don't feel that you have to know it all when you leave here today and immediately start playing games. You can come back, and if you're still having trouble with the score and understanding the rules, you can come back and do this again. Lee's got it. He's ready to go. He's like, let's go. Let's play.
Lee, good on you.
But he's going to be nice and patient for the next 25 minutes while everybody else gets it. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Let's have Lee pair with Juliet and Darcy pair with Valerie.
Bracelet switch over.
Yeah. So we got to make sure that the starting servers have the bracelets. Yeah. Okay. Well, then you're the starting server. Always on the right. Yeah. Yep. In rec play, typically no. Every tournament, the referee needs to know who the starting server was so that they can be sure that the players are standing on the right side. So in every tournament, it's mandatory that the starting server has to wear their bracelet. All right. So when we start the game, what is the score?
1, 0, 0. No. 0, 0, 1.
Except at the start of the game, it's 0-0 start. Yeah, okay. Come on up, Lee. You want to be up, Lee, for when your partner's receiving serve?
0, 0, start.
Fault. Okay, so side out. 0-0-1. Fault. Hang on. Remember, it goes serve, bounce, return, bounce. Okay, so that's a loss of serve. So it's server number 2. Yeah. Server 2. Okay, second serve. Point. Correct.
1-0-2.
What happens there? Side out.
0, 2, 1.
No? Do you guys have 2 points? How many points do you have?
Oh, you're only 1? Okay, 0, 1, 1.
Correct. Nice serve, Lee. Nice return, Lee. What happens there? Second serve.
Okay, so 0, 2, 2. 0,
No? Stop. Sorry. I was thinking about something. Okay. So, what's your score?
oh, we're 1. Yeah, we're 0. 2, 0. 0, 2, 2.
They don't have 2, though. No, they have 1. Yeah.
0, 1, 2.
There we go. Point.
So, 1, 2.
Side out. Score. Oh, stop. Come on, Lee. No, they have 1. There you go. That's right. Okay, what's the score? Okay, pause. I need everybody to pause here for a second because Valerie's getting really confused about where to stand. Valerie's getting really confused about where to stand. Okay. So who's serving? Who's going to be returning the serve? So where do you need to stand? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All the way back. All the way back. Yes. You want to be out of the court on the serve return. Your partner needs to be forward. Juliet, where do you need to be? No, you need to be back. Why? Because it's going to go serve, bounce, return, bounce. So you need to be back to let the ball bounce, and then you're going to be able to hit it out of the air. Okay? All right, go ahead. Score.
2-1-1.
Correct. Bounce. There you go. Well done, Valerie. You started back, and you won the rally. So that's loss of serve, so second serve. 2-1-2. Out. Okay, so side out. Pause. Who's serving? Who's receiving? Who's receiving? Okay, where does the serve receiver's partner stand? Forward. Where does the server's partner stand? All the way back. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I'm teaching. Can you just kind of keep an eye on the door? Thank you. All right. Okay, 1, 2, 1. Okay. Loss of serve. No. Loss of serve. Yeah. Nope. It's your serve, Valerie. No. Okay, if she calls the wrong score, you guys have to tell her no. What is? How many? Yeah, how many? Yeah. There you go. Good shot, Lee. Side out. Juliet's got it. What's the score, Juliet?
2-1-1.
Correct. Oh! Loss of serve. Yeah, there's a lady out there. She's watching the door. What's the score?
2-1-2.
Correct. Nice try. Point. What's the score?
3-1-2.
Correct. You're fine. Yeah. Okay, and nice try to volley. So Lee's question was, is he allowed to do that? The ball bounced, and then he hit the ball and he ran into the kitchen. Is that okay? Yeah, it is okay, because it was a ground stroke, right? Yeah.
Yeah, once it's, yeah, you can.
Okay, whose serve is it? Yours? Okay, what's the score? 4? No. Yeah, 4? Okay.
4-1-2.
Okay, another point.
5-1-2.
Almost a 3-point basket. It's in. Yeah. Point. Good stuff. Okay, guys, come on in for a second. Everybody, I think you've got it. What I want you to do now is play a game entirely by yourselves without me as the referee. So you're going to keep track. It's really important to communicate first serve, second serve, right? Side out, and make sure that the score is called. If you're serving, you're going to call the score, and you're going to wait to see from them whether or not they agree with you, right? And same with you. So you want to call the score and give them a chance to respond. And I want you to respond. If it's correct, say yes. If it's not correct, say no, right? All right, so try and do the best you can. We'll stick with the same teams. We'll let Darcy serve to start the game. What's the score going to be to start the game? Or sorry, not Darcy, Valerie. Valerie? Yeah. What's the score to start the game, Valerie? Correct, you got it. Okay. Half of my students showed up for the first class. How many will show up for the second?
Oh, let's keep
When you guys are ready, you can start warming up on this side if you like.
Okay.
No fights yet?
You guys only get one service, sir. Yeah, she lost her serve. Starting on the side on one serve.
Yeah. Is that correct? Stop. Stop. She wasn't ready for your serve yet because she wasn't sure if the score was right. So you got to wait until they both agree. Especially when you're first starting as beginners, make sure that the other team agrees with the score before you start. Because there's a good chance with beginners that somebody's going to be confused. Okay? The first server of the game says start. Everybody else says one or two. Says one or two. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's call the score. Do they have 1 point? Okay. 0-1-1. Okay.
Oh, no, this person.
I can keep an eye on the door if you want to go them up. Yeah, yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Oh, did you? Okay. Sir, can I get you to put a name tag on so I know what to call you this lesson? Can I get you to put a name tag on, please?
Where would I find out?
Right here. You can just fill one out right here, and that way I'll know what to call you.
All right, thanks.
When you're ready, if you can put a name tag on the shirt you'll be wearing that I can see when you're ready. Yeah, have you filled one out online? Okay, if you haven't filled one out online, yeah, then fill one out, please. One of each of those forms. And are you a member here, sir?
Yes.
So you filled out all your forms already?
Yep.
Okay, you're good.
And I left my punch card in there.
Awesome. I'll get it in a minute. Let me get everybody all at the same time when the class starts. There you go. You got one. Is that side out? Fault. You were in the kitchen. You were in the court. Yeah. It's okay. Second serve. What's that? Yeah. Yeah. No. Okay. Out. Don't ask me. Tell them. Point. Out. No. Nope. She was first server. So now it's second serve. Hang on. Is it 912? There you go. 11. That's game. Okay. So come up and touch paddles. All right. So we have a few minutes left. So we're gonna learn something else about scorekeeping. You have to win by 2. You can't win by just 1. Right? So if you're at 10-10, you've got to play until one of the teams is clear by 2 points. So we're going to start a game at 10-10-2. Darcy's going to 10-10. Val's going to be on the right. Darcy's going to be over here. You're going to be on the right. Okay. We're going to start a game at 10-10-2. So I guess at 10-10-2, Darcy would be serving. Yeah. Yeah. No, you're on that side. No. We're starting we're pretending that we played a game all the way up to 10-10. And the score is now 10-10-2. We're just going to play the end of a game. So you're going to serve from this side. Okay. So 10-10-2. We're going to play till one team is ahead by 2 points. You guys keep score. Okay? Oh boy, we're going to have a full class. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How you doing, Sheila? Hey, Arliss. I see you. Sorry? Oh, that was canceled. Did you not get an email? You should have gotten.
I wasn't signed up for it, but my friend was.
Okay.
And I thought, maybe I can come.
Yeah, less than 4, it's automatically canceled. So, and look at our last person is here. Everybody from this group made it. That's awesome. Everybody have a name tag on? When you're ready, you can start warming up with Chris. Twelve, 10, 2. So you guys would win the game. Exactly. Perfect timing. Exactly when we're supposed to stop. Worked out really well.
Good game.
Okay. Good game.
This is where we go home.
Okay.
Mad at me.
You're going to get hell later, right?
Yeah, I thought you were going to say, this is where we go home, crack up the beer.
We've already got the coffee spot ready.
All right, so you still have lots to learn. We only dipped into maybe 5 pages of an 85-page rule book. One of the things, for example, can I borrow your paddle? One of the things, for example, is you're not allowed to serve like this. And I'm not going to mention names, but two people were serving like this. That's an illegal serve. I'm not going to bother you about that stuff today, because today we were trying to learn just the fundamental rules. Yeah. So a serve needs to be from low to high. The paddle has to be below your wrist, and the contact point has to be below your belly button. So serving up here, sideways up here, would be an illegal serve. But anyway, you got time to work on all that stuff. Don't feel that you're done this class and you never have to come back to it. Some of you might want to take it a second time. Some of you might want to take the class that we did last week a second time. Don't feel that you need to rush into it, right? Don't also feel that, oh no, I can't play beginner, because you can. Even if you don't understand the score, even if you're not good at hitting the ball, they will let you play with them and you can learn that way. So whatever way you want to learn, you can. Okay? Does anybody have any questions about what we did today?
So the next one, if we wanted, say we didn't want to do number 2 again, there's another one that we can just
103. Yeah, so you'll be doing this. You'll be playing games and you'll be practicing the score. I'll be here, yeah. You'll be practicing the score. You'll be practicing hitting balls, rallying. You will be playing games. Yeah, yeah. If you feel that you know basically how to hit a ball, and you feel that you basically understand the rules, and you just want to come and practice playing, that's what 103 is. We're gonna be on this side in a minute. I'm just gonna finish here with these folks. You can warm up over here, Arliss. All right. Any questions? There's your paddle back. Any other questions? You can? Yeah. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah. And what I'm saying is, don't feel like you've closed 101, 102, 103 behind you forever, because you're always welcome to come back if you feel like you want to do it a second time. All right? Any other questions? I'll take the wristbands back. Thank you. My hair scrunchies. Yeah, we're good. I'll be teaching here for the next 5 hours. So thank you, guys.